Meas Eng was the most beautiful daughter of a highly respected Cambodian minister, Meas Eng. For many years, she was the dream wife of many Cambodian noblemen. However, in 1968, she married the Prince of Cambodia, Norodom Ranariddh, in a small and private gathering. The couple always seemed in love in public, and they had 3 beautiful children. However, 38 years later, Meas shocked the nation in a press conference, revealing the betrayal that forever changed the image of their royal marriage. What exactly happened between them? What is the real reason behind their sudden divorce? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified as I upload a new video. Let's go on. Meas came from a prominent family, where loyalty to Cambodia's monarchy ran deep. Her father, Meas Eng, worked for the government and served the Cambodian monarchy with unwavering patriotism. In a large family of 12, she was the eldest daughter to 9 siblings. Growing up in a privileged household, she had the chance to meet some royal dignitaries, including a fateful encounter with the prince. Meas was unique among the women in Cambodia. Despite her family's standing, she was remarkably humble. You would often see her dressed in European style with a bit of Cambodian flair in most of her public appearances. Her clothes, though modest, were a reflection of her rich heritage. This is because her mother is of Muslim descent. Beyond her fashion sense, Meas was a force to be reckoned with. She has always used her popularity to advocate for women's rights. Her powerful voice resonated with women across the country, giving them courage to challenge societal norms and demand equality. She attended countless fundraising events and represented her country at various humanitarian conferences. She was also the president of the Cambodian Red Cross, helping marginalized communities with medical assistance. In the eyes of many Cambodian women, she was a cultural icon and a role model. Everyone looked up to her like she was the Grace Kelly of Cambodia, beautiful, elegant, and passionate about making a difference. Little did she know, this almost perfect image of her would be tarnished later on. In her youth, Meas' exceptional beauty and grace captivated countless Cambodian bachelors. For years, Cambodian men dreamed of being with her until she met the prince. It was only through her family's connections that Meas found herself in the presence of one of the most powerful men in Cambodia, Norodom Ranariddh. The young woman was immediately captivated by his charisma, intellect, and deep-seated love for Cambodia. Ever since then, their paths crossed more often, and their conversations grew increasingly intimate as they shared their dreams and aspirations for the nation. The prince studied political science in France and had dreams of making history. He entered Cambodian politics in the late 1980s, but became more actively involved in the year 1991. Amidst all the commotion in the political scene, Meas and Prince Ranariddh exchanged their vows. Their union was a celebration of love that forever altered the course of their lives and the destiny of their country. Right after their wedding, their love blossomed and resulted in 3 wonderful children. Meas had always been smart and had the potential for much bigger things, but instead, she chose to become a loyal and devoted wife to Prince Ranariddh and a nurturing mother to their children. Her husband was driven by a relentless pursuit of greatness. He was often found lost in his work. His mind was consumed by grand ambitions. Yet through it all, Meas remained steadfast for him. She was the quiet listener, offering comfort and encouragement when doubt crept in. She supported his political agendas. With Meas by his side, her husband rose to power as the prime minister, but his ambition led him to his own ruin. His greed and corruption destroyed his career, and he was sentenced to 29 years in prison. The entire nation watched as his political career crumbled. Meas, the faithful wife, decided to stand with him through it all. However, just weeks after her husband's downfall, Meas shocked the world by announcing their divorce in a press conference. Consumed by a mix of anger and humiliation, the princess filed a public complaint against him for violating the anti-adultery law in a press conference. This public disclosure garnered significant attention and sent shockwaves through the entirety of Cambodia, shattering the illusion of their perfect marriage. However, the revelations were far more devastating than the initial accusation. While Ranariddh was getting a lot of bad press because of the lawsuits, Meas found out a huge secret about him. Her prince, the man she had loved and trusted, had a 3-year-old son together with another woman without her knowledge. This betrayal was a devastating blow for her, and her trust had been irrevocably broken. The shame that her husband had brought upon their family was immeasurable. The once proud prince, who had been held in such high esteem, was now a figure of scorn and ridicule. Feeling devalued and mistreated, Marie was determined to seek justice. As it turns out, the woman he had a scandalous affair with was a young royal dancer named Uk Fala. Uk Fala was one of the country's most well-known Apsara dancers. During the early years of her career, Princess Norodom Bofadevi served as her mentor. Since then, she worked hard to make a name for herself as a dancer. Their affair led to the birth of their son, Norodom Ranariddh, which served as proof to the longevity of their secret relationship. Despite the scandal, some members of the royal family rallied to her husband's defense. Ranariddh's father, the king, expressed his support for the prince. He argued that the affair was a private matter and that his son should not be punished for his mistakes. According to him, every Cambodian man has had a mistress, and he believes that there shouldn't be any fuss made about it. In a broader societal context, having a mistress was a sign of status and success. They dismissed her reasons as petty grievances. To them, she was just a spoiled and ungrateful woman. Ranariddh himself defended his behavior, claiming that he loved Uk Fala and recognized their son unlike other unnamed officials who abandoned their mistresses. He also defended having multiple women as a royal tradition, arguing that it was a long-standing practice in the kingdom. In a desperate attempt to shift public perception, the king even requested his adoptive son, Prince Sisawath Tomoko, to produce a film addressing the theme of mistresses in Cambodia. The movie centered around a powerful man, loosely based on the king's son and his mistresses. Some saw it as a bold statement against outdated societal norms, while others found the normalization of infidelity deeply troubling. Portrayed as a jealous and unforgiving woman, Marie was villainized for her refusal to tolerate her husband's infidelities. Royals and politicians have said that her actions were unreasonable, that she was a hindrance to his happiness. However, her decision to leave the prince sent a powerful message to women everywhere. She had proven that love and loyalty were not synonymous with sacrifice. Her refusal to compromise her values inspired countless ordinary Cambodians. Her self-respect was infectious, encouraging others to stand up for themselves and demand to be treated right. As Marie walked away from the palace with her head held high, her dignity was still intact. However, Ranariddh was given a royal pardon from the cases filed against him years later. In the year 2015, he was even reinstated as the head of the royalist party that he once founded. His mistress, Uk Fala, stood by his side throughout the entire ordeal. She appeared at every rally, offering her support and encouragement. The two of them got married right after the former princess left. Uk Fala then became the second legal wife of the prince, and they had 2 more children. To her utter disbelief, Marie could not believe the two of them lived a seemingly normal life after they had ruined hers. Together, they attended social events, laughed and joked, as if nothing had happened. Everyone seemed to have forgiven him. This made Marie feel as though her pain was easily dismissed. Unfortunately, the couple's happy life didn't last long. On a fateful day in the year 2018, Uk Fala and her husband got into a car accident as they were driving along the coastal road. The impact was devastating and she died instantly, while the 74-year-old former prime minister was rushed to the hospital. In the years that followed, Ranariddh dedicated himself to his recovery and to rebuilding his life, until eventually, news of his passing broke in the year 2021, and the cause of his death was not made public. Marie, now in her late 70s, is living a quiet life. She found peace and contentment with being on her own. Her children had grown up under her care and watchful eye. Following their father's footsteps, they served important roles in Cambodian politics and built successful lives for themselves. Marie sometimes wondered what her life would have been like if she and Ranariddh had stayed together, but in the end, she realized she had made the right choice. In the face of betrayal and adversity, Marie's resilience and strong sense of justice earned her a newfound respect. While her divorce damaged her image initially, her strength ultimately elevated her in the eyes of society as a symbol of independence. If you were in Marie's place, would you do the same thing? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. And if you haven't already, you really want to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel and tick the bell icon so you get notified as I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.